Hey guys, it's Drea. Today I have for you another kind of wish list video, but this wish list is all about makeup that I am not going to be buying. So this is makeup that I really want, but I'm not going to buy. It's different than an anti-haul. An anti-haul I feel like is more like stuff that we can easily pinpoint why we don't want it, but this is stuff I really do want, and I'm just talking myself out of it and the reasons why I don't need it. I did this once before, you guys really liked it, and it is the original idea of Georgia Harris. I first saw her do it on her channel, so I'm gonna link her channel below, so go check her out. I think she is awesome and brilliant, and she really inspired me back when I saw that video. All right, so let's start out with this. This is the Physicians Formula Rose Highlighters. I love the Physicians Formula highlighters, and I have two of them, and I love the formula. They are super intense. They're almost a cream, I would describe them as. When I first bought them, I thought they were powder, but the more I use them, the creamier and creamier and creamier they got. But yet they still apply really well. Like, they layer really well over top of powder. So when these new rose ones launched, I was just like, oh, they're so beautiful. I don't need any more highlighters in my life. I've limited myself to buying one every 3 months. So now I have to really be careful in picking and choosing which highlighter I'm gonna buy. And it's not gonna be these, partially because I do have two Physicians Formula highlighters already. I don't think there is anything necessarily different about the colors in these ones. Like, the colors I think are very typical of a launch of 4 highlighters. I believe there's 4 in this launch. You know, usually you have like a very white one, a more champagne one, a more rose gold one, and then something for deeper skin tones as well. And so I think it's good that it, you know, they have 4 that covers the gamut, but there's nothing I think really different or necessary about any of these shades. It's just because the powder is shaped like a rose that I want it. This one is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough because if I hear that this formula is awesome, I might change my mind on this. This is the Violet Voss Best Life palette. This palette is so colorful, which, you know, just speaks to my heart directly. The shades are all, not all, but there's a lot of like very metallic shades, which I love. I love the color story. I love the layout of this palette. I think it's very appealing visually. And there's a couple of things that I can easily say to myself, okay, like the big metallic shadows on the top, I will never get through that much eyeshadow. There's just too much. Like, the size of those pans is ginormous. So I feel like they could have done maybe more than one shade in that row. I really like the color story, but I don't think it's different enough for a colorful palette from anything that I have for me to say, okay, you really, really, really need that. If I hear that the formula sucks, I'll be like, oh, good, I'm justified in not getting this. But if I hear that the formula is amazing, then I might change my mind. I don't know. This is a tough one for me because it is so pretty. Okay, this one is a brand that I have never heard of before, but this packaging is so gorgeous all around. There's an eyeshadow palette, there's lipsticks, there's a few other things. This is the Sir John X Luminous Lion King collab. This is like if you take Disney and do it in the classiest, most artistic way possible. This packaging is just so classy and gorgeous. It looks so luxe and like so super high end. I don't even know if this is a high-end brand. I've never heard of this brand before, but the packaging is so beautiful that I'm just like, be still my heart. But the actual eyeshadow color story is not something that would speak to me. It's a little bit more cool tone. It has a few pops of color, but nothing that like screams out to me, you need this. And of course, like, I was a kid in the 90s. Like, I saw The Lion King in theaters, and you know, I was that person who I got those VHS tapes, and yeah, VHS tapes, and I would play them and play them and play them to the point where I knew every word from every movie. I definitely love The Lion King. It definitely has a place in my heart. I know my son like really wants to go see this new one, and I think it's awesome that like all these Disney remakes are being done in like a really well-received way, I've heard. Anyways, besides the point, this is about the makeup. I only want this because of the packaging. Only want this. And you know, I might go out of my way to try to get a lipstick, but I'm on a lipstick no buy, so that's out of the picture. At lunch, came home and I just stuffed some fries in my face. Okay, moving on to this. This is something that I think is just silly, funny, and I would love to try it just to see what it does. Although when it comes down to it, the reason it's on this list is because I doubt that it does anything at all. This is Incredible Cosmetics X Batty Winkle Nipple Masks. Or boob masks, I don't know, whatever they're called. Okay, so Incredible Cosmetics collabed with Batty Winkle, who I'm not really sure where she came from or what she did, but you know, a more advanced aged woman, and she's got kind of like a young vibe going, and I think it's funny. I think it's cool. I think I love her like zest for youthfulness and life. I think it's really cool. So there's like a highlighter that is super colorful that I would never purchase, but it's really cool to look at. And then I've never seen anybody do nipple masks, and I've never, like, as a collab too, I think it's hilarious. Could you imagine like some of the big YouTuber influencers coming out with something like that? It would never ever happen. So I think this is just like such a fun, funny, interesting, and true to herself collab that's going on. And I kind of want to buy them like just to try it and see what it is and what it does, but I'm not going to. I think in the end it's probably just like a regular sheet mask that's like, you know, there for hydration, but it's not really gonna give you any benefits. This one is a little bit easy for me because this is something I can't get anyway, but this is the Too Faced Tutti Frutti Neapolitan Highlight Palette. When this launched, I was just like, oh, like this is so pretty. Like 3 highlighters, super glittery, super intense. The packaging is so pretty. I think I've heard that it smells like vanilla ice cream. I'm not 100% on that one though. But the Tutti Frutti line is exclusive to Ulta, and Ulta is not here in Canada. I've heard tale that they're coming, but I'll believe that when I see it. It's not on my list of things to celebrate yet. But I love the Tutti Frutti Raspberry Dazzle palette that I have. I think it's great quality. And I wish that the Tutti Frutti line was somehow available here, but it's not, as far as I know. I don't even know if it's on their website, if I could order it that way. I'm not buying as many highlighters as I used to or normally would. And face palettes, I'm only limiting myself to like 1 a year. So it has to be good for me to buy it. But this is so pretty. Normally it would be like right up my alley of something to snatch up, and I think it's gorgeous, the packaging. I even love the little blush duos that have come out. Like I would love to try those too. But this is an easy pass for me because I can't get it anyway. Last on this list, and something that I really like, I thought I was going to run out and buy this, but I'm either A, gonna wait, or B, not gonna buy it at all. This is the Lime Crime Venus XS Sun Kissed Quad. I love Lime Crime. Lime Crime has become probably my favorite high-end eyeshadow formula. I think they are amazing, great quality, beautiful eyeshadows. I have so many of their palettes now. Every single one of them I have purchased from Winners, which if you don't know is like TJ Maxx. I had never purchased any Lime Crime before finding it in Winners, and I just, oh wait, that's not true. I think I bought 2 of the XS palettes through the Bay. So I had tried it once before. But anyway, all of the palettes I have mostly are from Winners that I bought cheap, like on a deep discount. Lime Crime is not cheap to begin with. So when this came out, first of all, the color story is so summer. It's so beautiful. It's got the yellow, the orange, and a couple neutrals. But I have the ColourPop Yes Please palette, which that's what that palette is. It's like warm summer bright, you know, with the yellows and the oranges and the reds and the golds. Like that's what that palette is, and it's amazing quality. I don't need another palette that's like that because I grabbed for that so much, and it's perfect. And this is just a quad, like it's only 4 shades. Every single one of those shades that are in there are in the ColourPop Yes Please palette. So I don't need this, even though I think it's beautiful. The face palette is beautiful too, but it was a way easier pass for me because it's like a bright orange blush and a bright yellow highlight. And I'm like, nah, that's not something I would use. But the packaging on these is stunning. And maybe if they came out with like one of the bigger sized Venus palettes in this color scheme, I might not be able to say no. But for now I'm saying no. If this were to turn up in Winners at a super discounted rate, of course I would snatch it up. Of course I would. But for now, I'm just keeping it at an arm's length. All right, that is it for today for all the makeup that I want that I'm not gonna buy. And again, this is stuff that I really, really want. Like sometimes I feel like putting it out there to you guys is a good way for me not to buy it, because I don't wanna break my promises and break what I've said. So I kinda like doing this video. Let me know if it's something that you would like to see made into a series. I don't know that there would ever be enough for me to do it like every month, but maybe every 6 weeks, every 2 months. If you want to keep seeing this, let me know. Leave a comment down below, give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, definitely subscribe. I'd love to see you around. I hope that you're having a great day. I hope that you're speaking kindly to yourself, especially when you look in the mirror. I love you guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye.